Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for being here as always. And those of you who are new here, welcome. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your comments and your likes, all of that good stuff. It really helps the channel grow. And while I'm thinking about it, because I don't know if I addressed this yet, I was having an issue with the guys who ran my website. So I took my website down. Right now I'm looking into all my alternatives. So I'm not going to reboot my web address right now. If you guys are seeking for any kind of readings, you can just email me directly with inquiries, whatever you like. I'm very flexible on the readings, and I will update some sort of pricing list at a later date. But yeah, you guys can just email me. My email is posted in the description box. So let's see what is going on. What is the current energy for Divine Collective at this time? Integrating. Some of you are struggling with integrating, because the thing is, when you move forward on whatever your journey is, whether you're just growing as a person, you're seeking to become more wise, more discerning, more spiritual, whatever it is, there's an element of bringing forth bits of you from the past, even the bad stuff, because you learned something from that, and integrating it with who you are today, who you've become, the newer, better version of yourself. Some of you are struggling with how and when to merge that in a healthy balance, which is fine. That's just what's coming through in the energy. That could be confirmation for someone. Some of you are going through cleansing at this time, or you need to. You need to focus on your cleansing out anything that doesn't serve you anymore, where you are headed. Moonstone could benefit some of you at this time. It's going to help pay attention to your inner cycles, things going on inside of you internally, or for some of you, even things going on in the dream state. I like this deck. I have not used this deck in a long time. I don't know why. If any of you are feeling called to wear tiger's eye at this time, it is a good time to do so with the kind of major changes, especially internal changes. The internal changes are affecting your external. Clarity, rites of passage has come up more than once today for Divine Collective. Many of you are going through awakenings, ascensions, especially with all the chaotic things going on in the world, and even in the in an astrological sense, which trickles down actually and affects things that are going on in the world. Many of you are connecting more, especially as you heal your emotions, because, fun fact, something that can interfere with reading your own intuition very quickly and very precisely is erratic emotions. Specifically erratic emotions. But it doesn't just have to be that. It can even be like hanging on to too much sadness, sitting in too much anxiety. All of those kinds of extreme emotional states are something that can interfere with your intuition, very much so. So that is why, even though you don't have to, and there's other ways you can do this, right? You don't just have to go get in a special position, get in a special seat. and go meditate. But the meditation recommendation can just connect as well as learning how to quiet your mind. You can just go sit down on your couch, put your phone down, put your book down, put your notepad down, turn your TV off, whatever it is, turn it all off, send your friend home, whatever, whatever it is. Clear out the whole space and challenge yourself to sit there just quietly, just admiring your own peace, admiring how peaceful it is in a quiet, calm environment. That is also something that can help you engage more with your own intuition. Confirmation, take action. And for those of you who you're discovering that you have, or you're, believe it or not, many of you, all of you have capability to have spiritual or psychic gifts. It's a matter of cleansing, healing, tapping into it. All of these things affect that. Even your prayer game, even your connection to God or whoever it is that is your higher power can affect that connection, that intensity of recognizing spiritual or psychic gifts. Those of you who you're starting to recognize you have these things, whether it's psychic dreams or prophetic dreams or any kind of downloads, anything like this here, you might have all the clairs. You have clairaudience, clairvoyance, all of these things here. I highly recommend, if you have any of these kinds of spiritual gifts, this particular stone here, labradorite. I always struggle to say that one, labradorite. I recommend that you have something, a piece of jewelry, or just keep one on your desk or something, as well as grounding is always very helpful. Grounding is always extremely helpful. This is fairly specific, but some of you are needing to cleanse. You're really being guided to cleanse. This could be confirmation for someone. Someone here is engaging in too much sex interactions, whether it's your confirmation on turning the deck over versus lovers. Even if it's like multiple, some of you, no shade, okay? No, it's all part of the journey. People go through these experiences, they turn around, they get older, and they point fingers at the younger ones, and it's like, you did it once yourself, okay? I'm not judging anyone. Only God can judge you. We just talked about that. But someone here, you're being strongly guided to recognize that having multiple partners or any, you absorb energy. You absorb that energy, especially if someone, for instance, you go home with someone, it's a one-nighter or whatever, and you wake up and you're like, wow, that person was a whatever. They were a wild, right? You couldn't even believe it. You walk of shame. You took the walk of shame with this person. You, from a spiritual sense, you absorb some of that person's energy because that is such an intimate act. So that's something to be aware of. Someone specifically being guided and called to cleanse your sexual energy. So maybe consider going celibate for a while. Is definitely coming through for someone here. That's going to help you feel more empowered. Someone doesn't realize that part of the reason they don't feel empowered is because they've been giving their power away to through sexual interactions. Relaxation again. Less is more. Learning to relax more. Someone here may indulge in that a lot because they don't know how to relax. Ancient wisdom in reverse. So this might be new information for someone. And again, that's fine. It takes a while to learn all these things. Someone here is trying to work on some sort of heart chakra healing. Someone here at least has an understanding that expanded awareness coming in. This is all coming off to the side. someone here has expanded awareness. They have understanding that they are manifesting through a healthy, loving heart space with this fertility here, expanded awareness coming in. So someone here already understands that, and you're working on that. You're trying to heal that. But what you might have not been looking at is you were still engaging in too much external activity with others. And this is all about going back to basics. Someone here I'm getting, you really desire to increase your intuition, increase your clarity when it comes to knowing which way to go, knowing which action to take next. This is what's going to help you. It's just going back to a most natural state. Confirmation, new beginnings. This is going to help you achieve some sort of new beginnings. And look at this, all this pink here is very much self-love related. So some of you might desire or have, with your new beginning, after you've done this cleansing and healing, your purpose is to have an actual connection, a soul connection. And we're not just talking about a fling. I was with this person a couple of months, and then I dated someone else a couple of months. Not just that, someone's new beginning is actually connected to, after you've done the work, you're meant to, with this purpose here on the bottom, you are meant to, and many of you do. I know you're like, why are you always saying the same thing over and over again on your channel? Because it's true, because many of you, that is the end goal. In the eyes of God, love is the most valuable gold. Love and peace. Valuable gold. The money is secondary. You let the love in the door, then the money comes with it. So at the end of the day, many of you do have a very, very, like, a partner that is really, really meant for you. It is meant for you. Believe it or not. If you don't believe it, if you don't believe it, you might believe it further on down in your journey, or you might be in the wrong spot altogether. I personally do believe that God really does have God knows. If you pray to God and say, look, I've been dating this guy and I dated that guy and all these guys look all the same and it never works out. God, that's because you're picking your partner, and God knows what partner is best for you. He is the ultimate matchmaker. I do believe that you do have someone who is really a copacetic team for yourself. Tower moment. Tower moments are coming up a lot. They're varying in intensity, whether it's something kind of small that gave you an aha moment, or something really big like a job loss, or having to move suddenly, or anything like that. A serious breakup, being cheated on, something like that. Major tower moments. Someone could have lost a loved one. There's a lot of tower moments going on for a lot of you at this time. And believe it or not, it's hard to understand when it's happening, but further on down the line, all these things help mold you into the person that is ready to stand in that purpose. As I'm saying, that ripeness comes out here. This is helping ripen you for what is meant for you, helping you align, really. Sometimes this journey becomes uncomfortable because it's like shedding skin. You have to release a lot of different things, and it's a little by little. And sometimes your guides can be showing you right in front of you that someone in your energy or a situation right in front of you is not meant for you, and you don't see it yet. They're like, that's the last person I would have expected. And it's because they had some sort of hidden animosity for you. Depending on someone's personality, you'd be surprised how good people are at hiding the fact that maybe they do love you, but they also kind of hate you. And they mutter little insults about you underneath their breath. I'm not saying that is for everybody, but it does happen. It happens in your workplace. It happens in your friend group. It happens with your new boyfriend's ex-girlfriend or whatever. It definitely does happen. And sometimes it's like in your family, and that can be some of the hardest times to tell that there might be someone right in front of you, right in your energy, that maybe they do love you, but they also kind of hate you and want your spot. That is a real thing. Confirmation with a guidance. So sometimes that is what you're having to be maneuvered around. You're having to move away from certain situations. Confirmation again, the burden. Someone here wanting to ride your back to the top. Sometimes someone is doing that to you and you don't even see it. So this is why this journey can be confirmation. This journey can be very uncomfortable. Awareness. Thank you for all the Didn't I say this in the beginning? If it wasn't this one, it was I tried to start a reading right before this and it got cut off. But some of you are struggling with integration. I was talking about this earlier. Some of you are struggling with taking who you used to be in the good and the bad and the lessons you learned and merging it with who you have become now. But you will. It's as this says, traveling, I was going to say it's just part of the journey. Thank you for all the confirmations. It is part of the journey. Lovers is out here. Again, what did I say about you being ripened for some sort of soul connection here? Some of you, this is part of your new beginning. This is what you're going through at this time. This is why you're shedding skin. Some of you already have learned the lesson that to have less, I don't know, more free. I'm trying to think of a kosher way to say it, to not go home with every other date or whatever that, however you want to say it. Some of you have already learned that. You're trying to cleanse from that currently. Or again, some of you are having to learn that currently. Some of you, not for everybody, but some of you really are getting or aligning with a divine counterpart. Depends. If you are, you'll know it because you've done a heck of a lot of work. And if it wasn't in this lifetime, then it was in several other lifetimes and you were already an old soul when you got here. Whoever you are who's actually coming together with a divine counterpart or twin flame, you've done a heck of a lot of work to get to that point. What did I say about naturally attracting abundance? When you are in this copacetic relationship, you guys will be naturally, because you're operating from the inside out. You are a beam emanating love and radiance from the inside out, and you're not even thinking about this. That's when this just comes to you naturally. This is higher consciousness here. This is for someone here, you probably are coming into a divine union with all the work that you've done, with all the spiritual work that you've done, the inner work that you've done, the challenges you've taken on head on, because this is a very intense spiritual energy here. This is someone who's gone through multiple awakenings. So this could be the final hurdle for someone. Your final kind of karmic lesson or karmic situation you had to go through very much had to do possibly with partners, dating, things like that, how to clean up your energy, how to stay focused on your goal, knowing if you don't really want that lifestyle, but you want the one partner, that you're attracting it by staying focused on that, by being that, by giving love into yourself, and allowing that partner to come towards you. What else does Divine Collective need to know at this time? Confirmation, purification, inner wisdom. Again, this integration, using what you've taken and learned from the past, more confirmation about peace, and this start delegating here. Someone here, your advice at this time is coming through, like learn to cultivate more peace in your every single day. Is actually going to help you cleanse as well. It's going to help you cleanse. It's going to help you connect your intuition more quickly as well. And you'll know what to do next, or you'll know when not to make moves. Yeah, you definitely, whoever this is for, high priest, high priestess energy. You have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. Again, someone here is really, you really went through a lot of battles. Confirmation about staying focused. Like if you're trying to clean up your lifestyle, if you don't want the same kind of partner you've always attracted and you want the real deal coming for you, you may be guided at this time to focus on yourself and focus on creativity and allow that to come in perfect timing here. Someone here is doing that. Someone here is teetering between understanding that's what you need to do and taking actions in doing that. You're going through a major transformation at this time. Yeah, don't back down. Don't take no for an answer no matter what. Purification is out here twice, so that is very important. This is part of why this is coming out with don't back down, because some of you, it might take a bit of time. It might take a bit of time. It could take 1 year. It could take 3 years to really cleanse out. I'm really getting sacral chakra for someone here with this particular energy. It could take 1 year. It could take 3 years. It's important to have patience. Someone here might start feeling antsy. You might desire to go back, fall back into old patterns. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So please stay focused and don't give up, even though it might get a little hard on the journey. You're really, really being told that the more you have like peaceful, quiet, meditative time, the easier it's going to be for you to get through something here. This someone specifically in this reading, and I want to say I'm kind of picking up on divine masculine energy, not that it couldn't be a feminine as well, but I am picking up for someone specifically who's stepping, why can't I talk all of a sudden? Okay. Who is stepping into slow down. That's part of what this is about. Whoever you are, you need to slow down. Someone here is stepping into emperor energy, and you are cleansing at this time, and you are feeling antsy because you know you were cleansing, but it's also uncomfortable. Something's very uncomfortable here, kind of like detox, kind of like if you were having to go to rehab or something. It's like you're going through detox. Someone, again, you may have been in this bad situation to begin with because you have a very fast-paced energy. There's something important about slowing down and getting comfortable, being very, very calm, very peaceful, very collected. Like, for instance, when you're at work, if you're someone who like walks really fast from one place to the other, just consciously decide to, I'm going to slow down a little bit and I'm going to be okay. Something like that is important. You are, the reason why this is so intense is because you're cleansing out some sort of karmic cycle within your family. So something you may have suffered from or went through other family members before you, especially of the same sex. For instance, if you are a masculine, it could be your fathers, your uncles, your grandpa. Or if it's feminine energy, it's your mom, your grandma, your aunts, whatever. Yeah, you're coming into, we have, this is like new beginning again. So new beginning has come out twice. Now let's get some final messages for whoever this reading is for. Someone here, you don't realize that you're manifesting at a more rapid rate. The more you cleanse, the faster you're manifesting. So that's another reason why you're strongly being guided to kind of slow down and find a way to like relax more, quiet your mind more. Someone here, I'm really getting like your mind might even be playing tricks on you, really. And that can happen too when you're cleansing. You can't tell what's the old, what's the new, what's a dream, what's not a dream. Awareness is out here twice. Unlocking awareness. That's what you're going through at this time. This is part of the major changes that are happening with someone here going through an awakening for sure. Personal power is out here. Again, what did I say about this? Helping you stand in your power is very important for someone here to learn to adapt. And really, I'm getting that has something to do with this energy of you cleansing again, self-love, self-care, new beginnings again. You could be someone who sees 144 quite a bit. You may be seeing 1111 as well. You may be seeing a lot of number signs and synchronicities. This adaptability I'm getting really is, it's a challenge for someone here. You could be a fire sign or have a strong fire sign placement. It's a challenge for someone really to like slow down and be calm and relax. That could be, I'm really getting that energy is connected to this habit here that someone had that's really the main thing and the last thing they're having to cleanse from. Some of you may need to get out more, but really I'm getting, again, this is about new circumstances. It's time for a change. Next to release and surrender, it's really time to allow this change to come into your world. And I can tell you, depending on where you're going, it can be extremely uncomfortable. The major changes that can come along with, okay, I'm going to ready you for your perfect partner. And guess how far away you were from being aligned with that person? We're going to take this off. We're going to get this person out of here. We're going to move you into this. You're going to change this habit into this habit. It can be a lot depending on where you were when you started to step into that particular path, into that particular manifestation. Confirmation again. Time to go is coming out on release and surrender. If you want to go towards this new beginning, this new, soulmate, It's time to release. It's time to change certain major habits. Let your past go. Whatever this habit was, someone here is still hanging on to this habit currently. Someone here definitely needs to work on letting this go at this time. This is going on for a lot of you. This is not even any kind of finger pointing. This is going on for a lot of us in Divine Collective at this time. Major changes and major kind of shedding your skin. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation, clarity out of this reading, or you just enjoyed the reading. I will see you again next time.